So, Timmy Johnson has been through the worst. He's lost everything like Job in the Bible, and is disillusioned with his life, with his faith, and with faith as the case will be. And then enter Elijah into his life, into his home, as his houseboy, house manager, however you want to call it. Somehow, Timmy finds renewed hope in Elijah and through Elijah. And just when things seem to be getting better for both parties, Elijah is diagnosed with lung failure. Try as he could, they just can't find a donor for the lung transplants for Elijah. At this point in the story, we're in a crisis. What happens now? Ladies and gentlemen, that's the film Breath of Life, a very beautiful film by B.B. Sasore. Now, at this junction in the film, you're asking yourself the question, so what does Timmy do? What becomes the fate of Elijah? Is he just going to die without having his transplant in time? What happens? In Breath of Life, the director, B.B. Sasore, uses a narrative device known as Foreshadow. Now, a foreshadow is a narrative device that you use to warn or to give clues as to an impending event. How do you show a foreshadow? You can use dialogue, you could use the production design, you could use specific props. So many films you find knives, guns, or whatever in the scene just before the main action occurs. Sometimes it's the characters, it's the players' action, the actors' action that hints at something. It could be a gesture, it could be body movement, it could be voice, it could be anything. You could use anything to actually show a foreshadow. But in this particular scene in Breath of Life, B.B. Sasore decides to use lighting, composition, and the general spectacle of the scene as a foreshadow. So, as I was saying, Timmy is standing by the window, and then B.B. Sasore decides to shoot against the light. So he's facing the sunlight, and then he's wearing white shirt, so he's glowing like a heavenly being, giving a hint as to what will happen in the next scene. In the next scene, Timmy decides to visit the church and have a heart-to-heart conversation with God. Also, as he opens the door, once again, the director shoots the film against the sun. And then that glow is persistent on Timmy, which implies the impending eventuality that later happened in the film with regards to the solution to the lung transplant needed urgently by Elijah. So Foreshadow is a very interesting device that also creates tension, creates suspense, and gives the viewer a clue as to what will happen if the viewer can find it. It's like an Easter egg that you plant in the film, hoping that the viewer will be able to discover it. So in film, it goes beyond just telling a story with suspense, no, but there are so many narrative devices that are used in the film, and if you are able to locate or pinpoint, discover these narrative devices, it makes the viewing experience even much more pleasurable. That is Breath of Life by B.B. Sasore, a foreshadow in a beautiful film. You should see it. It's on Amazon Prime. Anyway, Merry Christmas and have yourself a beautiful festive season. Remember, the reason for the season is the one and only Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Take care.